Chapter 2. Greek Stoicism. The Greek period that belonged to Stoa covers both the first and second durations, starting from the school established by Zeno to the change in gravity's focal point from Athens to Rome in the 1st century BCE during the Posideius season, who turned into Cicero's companion, who wasn't a Stoic, but rather among the best, circuitous, early Stoicism sources. The concept of Stoicism is not recent, despite the prosperity in Athens, despite the fact that the vast majority of its types started from the eastern Mediterranean, Citium, leading to Zeno, present-day Cyprus, Assos, leading to Cleanthes, current western Turkey, and Soli, leading to Chrysippus, current southern Turkey, to mention just a few. As per Mixture, 2003, the particular example is essentially an impression of the predominant social flow during that time, as per the influence of the successes of Alexander. Originating from the earliest starting point, Stoicism is, and was, solidly a Socratic theory, with the Stoics not fretting such a mark. Zeno's examinations began under the critic boxes by himself, and pessimism, dependably, impacted Stoicism, the distance to the latter works of Epictetus. In any case, Zeno additionally considered as part of his instructors Polemo, the Foundation's leader, and Stilpo, from the Megarian school established by Euclid of Megara, a student of Socrates. Zeno's significance surfaced when he expounded a reasoning that was both of clear Socratic motivation, ideals that are made great, as well as a bargain amongst both Stilpo's and Polemo's positions, as initially supported there are outer products. However, they are of auxiliary significance, while the second one guaranteed that nothing outside could be great or awful. That trade-off comprised in the exceptionally Stoic idea that outside merchandise is of morally impartial esteem, however, are regardless of the protest of regular interest. Zeno set up the tripartite investigation of Stoic reasoning, see the three topoi involving morals, material science, and rationale. The morals were fundamentally a direct form of criticism. The material science was affected according to Turan, 1971, by Plato's Timaeus, as well as enveloped a universe penetrated by a dynamic, referred to as sound, plus a latent rule, and also a grandiose labyrinth of circumstances as well as results, through which rationale included both what today is alluded to as epistemology and formal rationale, further explained as an informational hypothesis, which according to Stoics was firmly empiricist, naturalistic. Stoics from earlier could likewise be willfully hostile to exact in their rational theology from works by Zeno, taking a scenario of Chrysippus' belief that protecting one's heart, not one's mind, is the seat of insight. This conflicted with entirely definitive anatomical confirmation that was at the point accessible in the Greek time frame, and Galen's hatred stemmed from this, such as Tieleman 2002. Stoics updated their conviction on the issue later on. Despite the tactless act that occurred previously, Chrysippus was the aggressively persuasive Stoic mastermind who was in charge of the school's upgrade, which declined under the direction of Cleanthes. The upgrade included an expansive systemization of its lessons. The presentation of several novel ideas rationally is one of Stoicism's segments that had the most specialized philosophical effect for a long period of time. A composition by Diogenes Laertes, 2015, VII.183, stated that, yet for Chrysippus there had been no yard. There was only two leaders of the Stoa after Chrysippus, from Babylon, Diogenes, and from bone structure, which was South Focal Turkey, was Zeno. their commitments were far less noteworthy than those done by Chrysippus. Until 155 BCE, there had been no significant event that took place. The leaders of the three important schools in Athens, the Peripatetic, the Scholastics, and the Stoics, were all sent to Rome, and the end goal is to help with political endeavors. The fourth school, the luxurious one, was missing because of its non-contribution in political issues. This is important to note, as Seedley, 2003, also noted this. A colossal connection was established on the Roman Open by Stoics Diogenes of Babylon and other thinkers with their open exhibitions, is evidently a similarly troubling one on the Roman tip-top, in this way starting a long convention of pressure amongst logicians and abnormal state government officials that portrayed particularly the post-republican domain, clearing the street, which was a move done later so as to reason with Rome from Athens. In addition, there were different focuses of learning, similar to Alexandria. It gives the idea that the more extensive venture sought after by both Epictetus and Posidonius was one of looking for shared belief, according to Sedley 2003 in the utilizations of the expression syncretism that was among the academic-ism, Aristotelianism, and Stoicism. These three are considered the branches of Socratic reasoning. Once the logicians of the different schools moved to Rome from Athens, after the 88 to 86 BCE diaspora, the procedure would have provided a limited extent in charge of the further achievements of Stoicism.